Hello, of the beast in Revelation 13:11, talking about the second beast. There are many good videos already on YouTube for anyone who is seeking to find that the mark of the second beast is Sunday. I'll provide a link here to a good recent one that was done. You can check that out. I'll just mention one scripture relating to this, and that is that throughout Scripture, the mark or sign that we're in covenant with Father is the keeping of His true Sabbath, which is Wednesday, not Saturday. The words that are used, that is a sign in the hand and on our foreheads, in our minds, as to what our practice is, what days we work on, what days we rest. And it shows who our God is, the one who is the creator of all things and rested on the true seventh day. Or is it something? Now, the new bits of information that I'll bring along with the Sunday being the mark of the second beast is that most people's understanding is that the second beast, the mark being Sunday, is a future event. This is actually already in history. The Catholic Church and Christianity in general has enforced Sunday laws upon the nations, upon people. During the Inquisition, people were killed if they did not take Sunday as their day of rest. Christianity teaches that Sunday, the day that they rest on, is the first day of the week. They do not attempt to say that Sunday is the seventh day. They just say that the day which they rest is changed from the seventh day to the first day. What I see as the number one argument for those who try to say that Sunday cannot be the mark of the second beast is that it says if you do not take the mark of the second beast, that you will not be able to buy and sell. Now, this is taking this view that, in the literal sense. They're saying, their argument goes, that those who are not keeping Sunday should not be able to buy and sell things. If the mark is in existence right now, which Sunday is, then people would not be able to buy and sell things, but people can buy and sell things. Well, this is faulty because they're taking symbolic language, which the whole book of Revelation is, and are applying it in a literal way. And this can easily be shown that the buying and selling is not literal by looking at the parable of the 10 virgins. The 5 who are wise are prepared and have oil in their lamps. The 5 who are unwise do not have enough oil. And so they seek to get oil from the 5 wise. The 5 wise tell them, go to the marketplace and buy from those who sell. Now, are we to take that as literal, that we have to have a second coming rapture lamp and it has to be filled with rapture oil that you can only buy in the market? No, it's of course not. This is not literal. It's symbolic. You can easily see that in the parable of the 10 virgins. So why see it has something literal in Revelation? It's not. And once you see that, buying and selling is teaching. To be more specific, the buying is learning, and the selling is teaching. And this has been shown even to this day, if you do not fall in line with Sunday in Christianity, you will be ostracized. You won't have the ability to teach without being persecuted. And the time was that you were killed if you taught otherwise. So this is still in place. We're just now at this time getting rid of a lot of the blue laws that were in place, especially here in the United States. I believe there's still a few in certain states, maybe counties, that are still in place. So you had all these Sunday laws. So this was something that was enforced in one way or another. What I am teaching now is not going to be widely accepted, and I'll probably be attacked for this because it doesn't fall in line with you. You have to take the mark of the beast, Christianity Sunday, in order to be allowed to teach. So you have to kowtow to their beliefs, their doctrines that are all false, in order to be able to teach and learn without being persecuted. So you can see now that is a false way to take it literally. As you're reading in Revelation 13 from verse 11 onwards about the second beast, you come to the second thing I want to point out, the error in the Greek, which stems from an incorrect translation from the Hebrew of the word Shem, which the primary meaning of Shem is memorial. Secondary meaning is name. They have translated into the Greek as name when it should be memorial. And there's a lack of understanding because of this. So when you read that the name of the second beast, you're coming up with all these different ideas with gematria and other things. That isn't very precise. But when you talk about a memorial, this beast, this religion, has a memorial that you are required to take. You see that the whole verses from 11 on about the second beast are very consistent. They are talking about their memorial, their pseudo Sabbath, their day of rest being the first day of the false week. So when we're told to count the number of the second beast's memorial, it's not a name that we have to decipher through gematria or something. It is a memorial, and the counting is going to be counting of days, because it says it's the number of a man. Man was created on the sixth day. So you see how the number 666 is brought in there. Man's created on the sixth day. It's the number of first man created. And it's the sixth day that he's created on. So this is the clue that we are to count days. And so it's counting to find the memorial is counting days. So this 666 is the counting of 6 days plus 6 days plus 6 days is the formula. What's the starting point? The starting point would be the true Sabbath. And if you add 6 days, count 6 days forward, then count another 6 days, then count another 6 days, you arrive at the memorial of the second beast. We can do this in reverse also, since through history we know, many people already see it and teach, that Sunday is the Sabbath, the day that is honored and kept by Christianity of the second beast. We can do the formula backwards to get to the true Sabbath. So instead of counting forward, count backwards or subtracting. So you would go backward 6 days from Sunday, which you would then arrive on Monday, count another 6 days backwards, you would come to Tuesday, and another 6 days backwards, you come to Wednesday, the true Sabbath. If you count forward 6 days from Wednesday as a Sabbath, you will arrive at Tuesday. Count another 6 days, you arrive at Monday, and then the final counting of 6 days forward, you will arrive at Sunday. Sunday is the memorial of the second beast. This parable here in Revelation about the counting, the number of the beast memorial, is pointing to Sunday. So this is the hidden secret of this parable. And it can only be unlocked by that which it is sealed. The whole book of Revelation is sealed. What is the seal? There's only one seal mentioned throughout Scripture, and that is Father's Sabbath. It is the sign and the seal. You'll see that consistently throughout the Scriptures, Old and New, that this is what the Sabbath is. Even in the book of Revelation, it says this. And so it is by the true seventh day, the Sabbath, that this whole book becomes unsealed, because it is sealed by the Sabbath. So this is what is being shown with this parable. It is the first parable that proves Wednesday is the true Sabbath, because it's the only day that this formula works on. Any other day, you're going to get a different result. But we know from history that Sunday is the mark of the second beast. So doing the mathematics backward, you arrive at Wednesday as the true Sabbath. Blessings to you all.